I'm Gabe. This is Jonathan. We're going to see Total Recall. I am so sick of remakes, sequels, book adaptations, and all the assorted, unoriginal garbage that Hollywood is putting out.
I know, I totally agree.
I just want to find a Hollywood producer and punch him in the nuts every time I find out they're remaking something.
Oh, yeah.
Having said that, after I went back and watched the original Total Recall this week, this might actually be a good choice for a remake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking yesterday. I just watched it last night, and I think it's one of the perfect choices for a remake, because the storyline is so great, but I used to love Arnold Schwarzenegger until I realized what good acting was. So this will be interesting. I mean, I'm not a huge Colin Farrell fan either.
I'm not crazy for Colin, but at the same time, he's been pretty solid in the last few things I've seen him in. Fright Night was among them.
I didn't see the remake
a lot of
Fright Night.
We didn't do a review of Fright Night or anything like that. I just watched it randomly. My wife brought it home one night, and I was shocked how much I liked it and how much I liked Colin Farrell in it, because from the preview it looked kind of like this one looks. Like he's just sort of playing an image more than anything. But actually, once I watched the movie, I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping for the same from this movie, because I had some really great memories of Total Recall till this week, and then I was like, man, nostalgia is really a thing better left unverified.
Yeah.
It was just painful watching some of those scenes.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to. Like, I'm hoping that they'll kind of drift away from the really formulaic filmmaking. As soon as the bad guys rush in, they immediately start shooting and they miss everyone, and there's the token black guy, I got 5 kids to feed. It was just so 90s filmmaking. I'm kind of excited to see this movie without any of that in it. But who knows, it's a remake, so they might go heavy with that. That's been kind of a theme.
Whenever I see a remake or something, I really hope they change something drastic.
I totally agree. I mean, we'll see. I saw some interview that said that it's a pretty big leap from the original movie, so...
They seem to have taken Mars completely out of the picture.
That's what I heard, which is really weird to me, because that was like the whole focus of the storyline.
Yeah, I mean, that was the real point of the whole thing, was the Mars element, and returning power to the people and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see where they take this. Like I said, really hope they take it in a different direction.
I really hope Quado is in this movie. Quado. When I saw that movie when I was a kid, that was the one thing that really stuck in my mind. Well, it was the 3 boobs and the weird baby attached to the man's stomach.
Quado was one of the great sci-fi icons, which is funny because you take him out of one of the worst sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see a new take on Quado, but again, that relies on the whole mutation thing, which is pretty heavily reliant on the Mars things. Well, we'll see.
You know, as much as remakes suck and everything, there's so many remakes out there that it's really nice to find one that actually satisfies and actually delivers.
I'm not against remakes across the board. I'm just against remaking things that were really done right already. Which, like I said, is why this seems like perfect material to remake.
Oh yeah, but we'll see. I mean, Total Recall, it's a great classic sci-fi movie, no matter how cruddy it is.
Yeah,
everybody saw it when they were a kid from, our generation.
That's what made it such a fond memory, though, is that we were all kids when we saw it. Because if we'd been adults, we'd have been like, what a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Even for a Schwarzenegger movie, it was low.
Well, I found myself laughing more than anything. But, I mean, they're definitely going to take it and try to make it super intense, and graphics are going to be way better. So, I don't know, maybe this will be Total Recall of the 90s, but actually suspenseful like it was meant to be back then.
Watching the original really reaffirmed my feeling that Paul Verhoven is just one of the worst filmmakers of all time.
What else has he made?
Starship Troopers, Basic Instinct, Showgirls. He's just terrible. I don't know, a lot of people seem to like Starship Troopers, which I don't understand.
I like that movie, but to be fair, I haven't seen it since I was about 15, so who knows how I feel about it now.
I don't want to get too into Starship Troopers. We start talking about Starship Troopers, and then we're just going to take an entire side road, and it's just going to piss me off and leave me in a bad mood walking into this movie, and I don't want to do that. I'll tell you what I'm not excited about. Kate Beckinsale. I'm not a fan of hers.
I didn't know Kate Beckinsale was in this movie.
She plays the wife, the Sharon Stone role.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Kate Beckinsale either. Who directed the movie, do you know?
I have no idea who directed it.
Maybe it's some crazy director who can do something with Kate Beckinsale.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Always want to like the movie, but not psyched about her. I think the only thing I really liked with her in it was the first Underworld, and that was before I saw it too many times.
I watched that movie a couple times and didn't really like it.
I think I watched it like 4 times, and by the 4th time I was like, I'm sick of this. And then the second one was just awful.
That's what I heard. I quit watching after the first one, and I'm kind of glad I did. I'm kind of curious to see how Colin Farrell's going to do. Daredevil just kind of ruined him for me. Everybody in that movie lost a few points with me because of that movie.
But did you see Horrible Bosses?
Okay, you're right. That brought it back up because
Yes.
that was way too funny. Horrible Bosses was just like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
And especially Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
He stole it.
Oh, yeah.
Just stole that.
Every scene he was in, he completely stole.
I constantly thought, oh, I'm not going to like this, oh, I'm not going to like this that he's in. And every time I end up liking it. I can't think of one that he was in that I really just didn't like. You said Daredevil, which I have not seen Daredevil.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, no, you know what? The truth is, I have seen Daredevil, but I literally remember nothing but Ben Affleck jumping in ridiculous CGI.
Well, yeah, then it obviously did not stick with you at all. It didn't make any sort of lasting impression, which is just the kind of movie that it is.
But aside from that, I can't think of anything.
No, I really can't either. I mean, Phone Booth was great. That was one of the first movies I saw him in. I remember seeing SWAT. You know, that wasn't a great movie. It was just kind of your hokey action movie. But
Oh, yeah, he was in that, wasn't
he did a good job, even though the movie wasn't all that great.
Yeah, another movie I just don't remember.
Well, maybe that's the problem, is he's just in very immemorable movies.
My hope is that they're going for the big spectacle on this one. You know, remaking Total Recall is a big thing. Everybody of our generation has that memory. So I'm hoping this is big, it's memorable, it's spectacular, it's got all the bells and whistles, which it looks like it has from the preview. I was not super psyched about it, so I did watch the preview, and then I watched the movie, and I realized, oh, this would be great to be remade.
Oh, yeah. I hope they'll do the story justice, because the story is really interesting. But it seems like it might be changed up a bit, so
We'll see.
Be interesting.
We'll see. All right. Click the annotations bar down below to go to our channel, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll be back on Wednesday with our review of Total Recall.